Hi guys, so in this video let's talk about why you should start and end your day in a positive way, right? So there's a lot of benefits to this, but if you want to make any change in your life, whatever that may look like to you, you need to work on these two things, right? So let's start talking about the first part, right? Why you should start being positive and start your day in a positive way. So when you do that, right, and how does it look like? Well, it can vary to from individual to individual, but what you should do is like even before you get up, kind of be grateful, right? I feel like gratitude starts everything in your day and in your life, right? So you get up each morning and maybe thank whoever or whatever you want to thank, right? Whatever that looks like to you, right? um, God, universe, life, your own self, whatever that looks like to you, start with gratitude, right? And when you do that, especially first thing in the morning, when you're kind of just getting up, just getting ready, you maybe start getting motivated for the day, it will set a tone for everything else to follow. It's like a domino effect, people don't realize how powerful your mood and your kind of what kind of an example you set for the rest of the day. So when you get up and you're positive and maybe you say thank you for you getting up and having a chance to live out your day, right? You're gonna set yourself up for better things to happen, right? It's like I said, it's a domino effect. It's a ripple effect, right? When you throw a rock on the water and it starts jumping, but it jumps like usually like in the same direction, and that positive thing will maybe then you maybe go to work, right? And you're in a better mood, you're more positive, then maybe you figure something out that's been kind of holding you back, and then you see other people that are kind of positive in their ways and very like encourage you in some way, because however you are, you're gonna attract more of that, right? That's how it works. You cannot be negative and kind of down and stuff and see other people that are happy and this and this. No, because the way it works, when you're very negative and very down, you're gonna find more people like that. They're gonna come into your life. Maybe you see somebody on the train that's very grumpy, and you get to work, and your coworker is very in a mood, as we call it, right? Because whatever you are, you attract more of, right? That energy you provide, you pull out, you're gonna get more of the same, right? So when you start your day in a good way with gratitude and positivity, right, you set yourself up for the rest of the day to attract more of those things, right? So that's the first part. Now, the second part, when you end your day, same thing, right? What if you ended your day, being thankful and thinking back on the day? I'm like, okay, I did this, I achieved this, I spoke to this person, right? I had a wonderful experience, with that person or doing a project or whatever it is. Wow, thank you, right? So when you do that right before bed, as especially you're drifting off to sleep, right? That's the most impressionable state of the day, right? As soon as when you wake up, when you're groggy, right? Because you're still coming off from that like theta state, and same thing when you're falling asleep, right? That's why in my other video I talk about affirmations and how a lot of people put earbuds right before bed as they drift off to sleep. And that really works, because then whatever you're programming into uh, that sleepy state, right, you will ruminate in for the rest of your however many hours you sleep, right? Let's say 6 7 hours. Maybe some of you are lucky get 8, right? It's been years for me for that, but so as you're falling asleep and you start thinking and being grateful for everything that happened in the day, everything you you have, maybe even dream about stuff you want for the next day or for the next year, whatever it is. But as long as it's in that positive state, in that grateful state, as you drift off to sleep, your subconscious mind, right? You're gonna fall asleep, and then your subconscious mind, your, a lot of people call it unconscious mind, is gonna ruminate in that for the next, like I said, 6, 7, 8 hours, whatever you're sleeping, right? And then you may even notice when you wake up, it's gonna have a profound effect on your next day. A lot of people don't realize that when they talk about, kind of programming yourself and talk about theta states, which are the kind of hypnagogic states that are required to change yourself, to put in a vision of something maybe positive for you, right, instead of negative. When you go to bed, you will ruminate, in that state, in this case, state of positivity. And when you wake up, because your subconscious mind, your unconscious mind, controls everything, you will next day take positive steps, and that positive step will lead to more positive steps, right? Because a lot of people don't realize, kind of like their programming, whether good or bad, right? How the subconscious mind is in charge of all of that, and how it controls, 90 to 95% of your everyday and kind of actions you take. So when you start the day, gratitude, very positive, and it can mean different things for you, right? And when you end your day also in that gratitude, positive state, maybe you visualize something you want to happen and you are very grateful for what you have now, you will attract more of that in the future. And you may even notice it spills on to the next day and the next day and the next day. So it is very, very important because of those theta states that you're kind of, unconsciously go into when you wake up, for a few minutes, and when you are about to doze off. So please try it out, see, and see if it makes a difference, right? And then you can come back to this video and tell me like, hey, I tried this and the next day was this and this, right? Or I started the morning positively and then my coworker was very positive in this. And you're gonna, when you're present, you're gonna start to notice, a big shift in your life, and you're gonna see that shift being reflected in other people's lives, as you go on about your day. So once again, if anything resonates, and if anything helps out that I say to you, please share, like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks, guys.